Hi, guys.
16 minutes late. Hello,
Yep.
everyone.
Famously late. That's fine. Hi, guys.
Famously late. Well, at least we're not in a half an hour or more.
Or an hour. Our record is an hour.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hi, guys. Welcome
That
in.
was I swear that was because the problem with me,
We were
I
talking.
have lived on the East Coast and the
That's
West
right.
Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So I get them confused a lot of times because at one
know you were.
time I was living in both places.
I knew. I know.
West Coast and East
I
Coast.
get it. I get that. Yeah.
But sometimes my
It's okay.
time thing is a little off.
Oh, I get it. I get that. Mm-hmm.
But I don't really care if I go to take a long flight or nothing. I can take long flights.
Well, I didn't know.
What am I gonna say? I've even went through the Windy City when I tried to go in between.
Oh,
Chicago.
I remember you telling me that. It was like you wanted to get out of there.
Once that has happened at Chicago.
I know.
I've been through there 4 times, and it was only windy once.
Wow. That's amazing.
All 3 other times, 0 wind. It did
Really?
nothing.
Because you would always think, it being the Windy City,
You would think so, but it's kind of like saying, "Hey, Seattle, it's the rainy city."
Correct.
Spring
New
and
York.
summertime.
Right.
Spring and summertime. We get roughly about 80 to 90 days without rain.
My goodness. Now here,
that's our hot time. That's when you're seeing the fires in California.
I know what you mean.
We can get them too at the same time.
I know you guys can. Now, in New York, it is literally the city that never sleeps anyway. So it's like
city that never sleeps, but it's also notorious for number one, some kind of snowstorm and during winter time.
Yes.
To get you snowed in because you can't drive.
Let's put it this way though. They can get the snow off of the streets fast. I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
It is. But it's notorious for also because of that.
True.
You're living in New York, and I had to go through this because I did.
True.
You have to look at where the big generators are for when the power goes out. Because if you're in the dead zone without the power area,
forget it. You're not getting power
for about a week.
At least.
At least, roughly. Now, we didn't have that instance. We had a lot of rain the 1 year that we were there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No snow. I think it was like 2 days of snow. I got to see real snow on the ground at the Rockefeller Center.
But I'm so used to snow, it doesn't faze me at all.
It's not,
even though I hate it.
It's not very known to me what snow is.
That's interesting because I thought that out in Washington State, you guys would get tons of snow out there because of the mountains and everything. 0? Wow.
No, last year we got 2 inches in Seattle in our area.
Okay.
But we're close to the ocean. And we also have, during wintertime, Alaskan winds.
That makes sense.
So the Alaskan winds pushes any storm, which storms come up on our side.
Yep.
They don't come down. They come up. But at the same time, wind pushes it down. So really, it goes from us, and it basically gets pushed down, pushed over. You're looking at Idaho.
I get it. I get that. Now, here in New Jersey,
the
way that
flashes. Yeah. But that also means we get a lot of lightning because of the 2 different storm fronts.
Interesting, because here in New Jersey, where I'm at, snowstorms can either go one of 2 ways. Up. Now, when it comes in from the Pennsylvania, we get zip because the Appalachian Mountains are like right there, and that's like that. No, bye. Okay, now
but you also get it from the Bay sometimes.
When it comes up in the south, we get slammed.
Yeah,
and I mean slammed. I mean I mean, we know when we get them. I mean,
and we have really, really weird temperatures. For example, Seattle area. Mm-hmm. Yes, we love that. We are used to rain every time, every year.
Yeah,
we do not really get cold enough to have ice that much.
Now that's interesting because
let alone snow,
we can get cold and ice at the same time. Here,
zero. We don't get cold enough to get the ice.
Take this past week. This is late May.
Yeah.
And I literally put on a Spirit jersey the other day. Yeah. And I'm like, why? This is May. This is hot weather. I'm like, I love hot weather. I'm like, I am done with the rain and the cold. Forget it. I want to wear T-shirts and shorts, which I do anyway, in any weather.
No. But, like I said, it's interesting because we call it Western Washington, okay?
Okay.
We're split. Washington State is split in the middle by a big, huge mountain range that has Mount Rainier in it.
Yeah.
One of the biggest and tallest mountains in the U.S. Big, huge mountain range. If you go travel upwards, it goes into Canada and it turns into the Canadian Rockies.
Yes.
The same mountain range. It goes into Washington State. And I think it's just called the Rockies, but we have two official Rockies. We have one on the East Coast and the one on the West Coast.
Interesting.
You're seeing a little bit of that in California. If you look at Napa Valley, it does go slanting up a hill.
Right.
That is the end of the mountain range, officially. Now, since we are split in the center, we do have ski resorts in the center.
Yes.
On the higher parts of it, those do get snowed in. And those highways do get shut down.
Don't blame them.
Especially in wintertime, almost every year.
Right. Now, do they know how to drive in snow?
If you're closer to the center, yes. If you're from Seattle or if you're from a little bit further down.
Forget it. I know this very well because let me tell you.
It creates a dome for us. It's the weirdest thing. We're like in a nice little dome that has rain all the time.
You should see people driving on the New Jersey Turnpike in the rain, speeding down at like 80 miles an hour, and I'm like, great.
Once you cross over those mountains, the mountains are high enough. It makes the so-called not snow clouds have snow.
I get it.
So Eastern Washington, it's dumped.
Makes sense.
So that's where I lived, grew up. I grew up and lived in Richland, Washington.
Right.
I was born in a Richland VA hospital, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
My name not only is my grandpa's name, but it was also a reference to where I was born.
Well, that's nice.
Yes, it's a lot of references.
Nice.
She was all like, double meaning. That's what she did.
Nice. Well, that's nice.
But we moved from when I was about 3. We moved from Richland and moved into Yakima/Selah area all the way till I was 16.
Oh my goodness! I literally just looked at my weather and get this. Next week, it's finally coming. Hot weather, 90 degrees next Wednesday. Woohoo! And we get all rain this week, and I'm like, good.
This is why the weather is interesting, because
it is interesting.
Officially, Eastern Washington State, which they were going to separate at one time, and make it so it's 2 different states. The Eastern State was going to be called Lincoln because it is very democratic.
I get the point.
And Eastern State is not.
I get the point.
We're split, but it's always
you want to split
because it's most people live on the East Coast. No, sorry, West Coast. Most people live on the West Coast.
Well, get this one. Well,
there's very small, big.
If you're going to talk that stuff, I can tell you, this state that I'm in, it's split.
The second half of
literally.
It's split in half. You know, we're the most calm weather is in Seattle area.
Mm.
Other side, okay, next week you're looking at 120 degrees.
Oh my, that's even worse than here. And
It
we're
is
only
an
going up in the
official,
90s.
if you look it up, it is an official desert that runs from Washington State all the way down to Arizona.
Well, that's interesting to know.
Potato growing, really.
Yeah, I get it.
Potato growing. Some of the months it's really good for oranges.
Good.
If it's winter / spring, summer.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets the hot. It's official desert. But then also at the same time, when winter hits, it gets dumped with snow at the desert.
Wow, that's amazing.
So we have the official Yakima, which had a sign that said, "Hey, we are the Palm Springs of Washington."
Really? I've never heard of that.
Yes. Now it's the Napa Valley of Washington, and not.
Oh, really? It's one of those things. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They figured out one of the big glaciers that went down the U.S.
Oh my!
It is the same dirt in that state, or in that half of Washington State, that is the Napa Valley for the wines.
Oh wow!
So they figured that out, and they're like, "Ooh, there's now like 20 or 30 so odd wineries in Washington State."
That's interesting.
On that coast. And then our side is all breweries. So we have like a winos and breweries.
I get the point.
Keep them separated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you also cannot remember about one thing: Rainier cherries.
Never heard of them.
You should. They're kind of red. If you know cherries, they're red with yellow spots. You have to ask for Rainier cherries. It's hard to find them out of Washington State.
Okay.
They're only grown in one spot in the world.
Wow.
Mount Rainier.
How interesting.
They survive better in higher ground.
That's
so they're up in the upper areas of the wonderful big mountain volcano thing. And they said Mount Rainier should be the next volcano that erupts.
Oh wow!
You're looking
That's gonna be a doozy.
You're looking at about 50 to 80 years still, but
I get that point.
We're going to get some earthquakes before that happens.
Oh boy!
Yeah. Really, they made a movie on that at one time. It's called San Andreas Fault or San Andreas.
Yes.
Based in California.
I always hear that every time in the California.
You look into it, it is true. That is a fault line that runs all the way through on the outskirts of California.
Amazing.
If it ever happens, California will go into the ocean.
I get the point.
A whole state will basically landslide.
But won't the other two do as well? Which would be Oregon and the Washington.
Parts. It's the mountain range. The mountain ranges run through California, but that is where the fault line is. That's why the fault line is there. If you follow the fault line, it is Mount Rainier.
Oh, wow.
So half of Seattle would go into the ocean or drop off.
Right.
10%.
Right.
Okay. Now for one. That would be
How did we get on this subject?
Anyway, we're talking.
Anyways, hi guys.
How did we get on this? Anyways,
hi.
Yes, we are. Yeah, Seattle / Washington is great for food.
Yes.
For produce that we find.
Right.
The biggest non-fruit thing is probably sockeye salmon.
Yeah.
Or Alaskan king salmon. Either one. They're both in Washington State.
Yeah.
Also, some states are allowing this now, and I was laughing at this because it just got passed in California about 2 weeks ago.
What?
Now, there is official people that go around and hunt seagulls.
Great, no comment? Wonderful.
No comment.
I'm not saying a word.
Well, Florida does have the people for the, what is those? Gecko, the green things that fall off the sky.
You mean the lizards?
Yes. They have lizard wranglers. I know they do.
Yes.
So now California and soon to probably be Oregon, Washington State will probably follow. It's all the West Coast. Wow. They're just going to start having hunting licenses so you can get for your nice seagulls. What do they eat? They eat junk food.
I get it. I get that. Believe you want to talk about seagulls? Try the Jersey Shore.
Here's the biggest problem. The biggest problem is what looks like a seagull sometimes if it's not grown enough.
You should see them at the Jersey Shore. Let me tell you, they are aggressive. Eagles. I mean, they are aggressive.
Eagles look like seagulls if they're young.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, I don't.
So people might be trying to shoot a protected animal for the U.S.
This is gonna be a very touchy subject.
Touchy or there's not very many eagles that are in California or Oregon.
Right.
It's all Washington State or above.
Yeah, I know, because
they try to keep it like that.
This is going to be a very touchy subject because on one hand you got the license.
They might not put in the license for.
Then you got all that.
You just go down to Oregon. You'll go. You'll hunt them down there.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
Daily license.
Nope, I'm not. No.
Not me. Hey, it gives you a choice to try to hunt birds because you don't like birds. So
I'll let somebody else do it. Thank you very much. I ain't doing it. No, I'm not like that.
And another thing, if that starts to happen, if they allow other people, not the same people that hunt it, but other people, to cook them.
I just ate dinner. Okay. Yeah. No, absolutely not. No.
Might not be bad if you know what they're eating.
No, easy. Jersey, the French fries. That's
I know.
Off of the boardwalk.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Seattle. Don't worry.
Seriously, those seagulls, they will dive bomb for those boardwalk fries. I know this because I've seen it.
If they have those licenses, and if they put them on the East Coast also,
the Jersey Shore is going to have a big problem because you got to go through all the shore
town. Have hired people that would be sitting on top of those roofs searching for those seagulls.
They'll be on the boardwalk then because that's where most of them are.
Yep.
Which is going to be a big problem.
They might not use a gun even. They might just have to use something that stuns them. So like a slingshot.
Well, that's not nice. Nope.
Just
I'm not doing
at their head.
What is this? A Looney Tunes commercial? Good grief!
It's not a gun, and it can hurt people, but not as much as a gun would.
Well,
in a way.
Do you really want the animal people parading on the boardwalk? I don't think so.
Probably not, but
I'm serious because
Florida already has it. Florida already has it with the lizard people, and they're kind of.
I know, and people got.
I've met a few of those wranglers. They are out there.
Some of them are wrangling alligators and stuff too.
Oh, I know.
You've seen them do that too. I've seen them.
I'm not even talking about the Crocodile Dundee people over in
But I'm just saying, that's kind of like same thing here.
In a way, yeah.
So
now here's the thing, though. On that fact, Washington or not, U.S. is one of the only states that allows alligator meat to be sold and ate. We might be more prone to people accepting seagull as a food option.
No, thank you. I'll pass next.
It'll be right. You're going to have your alligator section. Had little alligator meat. And here's right next to it, and a little seagull meat.
Thank God I already ate already because this is no.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting people rallied up. Whoever.
How did we get on this subject? We're already 20 minutes in.
Okay, fine, you know. We were 20 minutes in. We're 17 minutes late. Officially, we started half an hour late. There you go.
Nothing new with us. Anyways, hi guys.
Okay, so we're going to talk about glorious food for some odd reason because we're just talking about birds. Okay.
Anyways, okay, so what's on the menu today?
Coming up, there will be some new Disney Springs cupcake selections. The new selections just came out.
Yum, I love a good dessert.
They're not really out yet. They're just this is what's coming next month.
Okay. All right. So what do we got?
Right there. We also got Universal has a Yoshi area, which I believe is Super Nintendo World, mostly.
Yes.
Then we have Lilo and Stitch inspired menu items coming to Walt Disney World and Disneyland.
Nice.
That is probably coming. It might have been already out.
Okay.
I think because the movie's already out.
Yes.
Moana inspired coconut pineapple kakamora sorbet. We're going to be talking about that. It looks really good.
Okay.
Pass holder exclusive treats coming to Walt Disney World for VI Pass Holder Summer Days 2025.
Nice.
And then last but not least, Butterbeer Caramel Barrels arrive at the Wizarding World.
I saw this earlier today, and it looks good.
It looks pretty good. The caramel has butterbeer flavor with it, so it might be pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's start with these. I'm gonna go with present Universal first.
Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Richard is frozen right now. So. Okay, he's frozen. So I'm just going to wait here. There you are. Welcome back. You were.
My Wi-Fi might be a little farkled today, so I might be using some choice words like Dave does. So
I get the point. You can use them. I'm fine with them.
Yeah, butterbeer caramels.
They look good, actually.
These look good, but I would like them sometime to have something other than butterbeer. Sometime, maybe. I like the butterbeer. It's just butterscotch.
I get it.
But why not have orange dreamsicle butterbeer?
I get it. Yeah.
And then put the orange dreamsicle flavor with the butterbeer in the barrels.
Right.
Or something that's different, maybe.
But it looks nice.
It looks cute. It looks nice. They're chocolate on the outside.
Now I wonder if these are going to be sold in the New York. I wonder. I should go over there and check one time.
Might be, yes.
I should check one of these days.
They're butterbeer flavored caramel filled barrels. They're $20 at.
That's not a bad price either. For that, yeah.
Yeah, there's the nutrition facts.
I get
it in one box. They're displayed in the gold tray with a transparent cover.
I love
Butterbeer logos on the top.
Nice.
That is what some of the new Epic Universe looks like.
You know, I gotta say, I just watched a vlog on that yesterday. I gotta tell you, I'm ready to go to Universal, honestly.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm ready to go on to another Disney cruise, though. And Dave might have heard about this, but this morning, something strange happened.
What happened?
Universal now officially says they're making a cruise line.
Are you serious? Do you know how big that's going to be?
It's going to be roughly about 2030 before it starts, but still.
That's amazing. Roughly. It's amazing. Now there's going to be some real competition. I mean, some real competition this time.
The Disney might be a little worried, but you know what? Universal has been known not to have as much cleanliness already.
True, but
this way. It matters number one, what they collab with.
Because you're going to need themes for everything.
Universal is not, they accept putting main franchises inside of Epic Universe. Right. Disney does not.
I mean, they just put
a Krispy Kreme in the very back of Epic Universe, really.
I mean, it looks amazing from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Now, here's my thing. With that way of thinking, I think they can make more people like more structured restaurants than what Disney does. I'm sorry to admit it, but Disney just goes on their own. I don't like them but if you look at it, there's no Starbucks. It's all
true
on the cruise line.
I get it. Starbucks.
There's no Chicken Guy.
Correct.
There's no, nothing from Disney Springs are on that ship.
True.
Universal might go the opposite way.
You know what? If they're smart,
Outback.
Now here's what I think would be.
Let's have some Outback at the sea.
I just thought of a great theme for
Voodoo Donuts. That's already in Universal.
I'm gonna go one step further than that because I do want to go there when I do go to Universal, whenever that's gonna be. But here's the thing: the theming for that ship would be now. Here's my tell me on this.
I'm hoping Universal does the same thing that Disney has done and use IP from their own franchise.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
what IPs though?
Easy.
Okay, not really that easy.
I already know which ones.
In Universal that you could use.
If you really want to go
now, think of it this way also.
All right.
In my mind, because of old school IP, I would want more old school IP from Universal.
Can I tell you which ones I would pick right away?
Sure.
Back to the Future, definitely.
Yes.
Hanna-Barbera, definitely Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, Hanna-Barbera.
Yes. And wait, you got Jaws. You've got you've got the King Kong.
Yes.
You also
Jurassic,
Lucy.
Jurassic
World. You also have all the characters. Now wait a minute. I'm gonna go really, really old school. For the kids, you could actually do Barney, Woody Woodpecker, and all of those old franchises.
I would say so, yes. I think it's going to be kids, kind of like Disney does.
But you can also have that work
with that good
Nintendo World because seriously, if you want to,
I only could see one franchise as being the main for the kids.
Which one?
That would be the one, the only Dr. Seuss.
You know what? Yes, definitely Dr. Seuss because
the whole thing, Dr. Seuss land.
Hello, John. Hello. Good to see you. But seriously,
I could see it as Dr. Seuss.
Warner Brothers. Yes,
Warner Brothers. Ooh, they're more old. Weirdly, it's not made for kids. It's for older adults because there's very little Warner left.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Wait a minute. How about this? You can put Looney Tunes on there.
You want to go with Warner Brothers? I'm talking, hey, theme a whole restaurant devoted to Yogi Bear.
Ooh! No. I got something better than that.
He's high. He's high on the list.
No. Two words. Yes. The Flintstones. Leave me alone.
Oh.
The Flintstones and the Jetsons.
Oh, that's true.
Wait a minute. You could do a restaurant based on the Flintstones meet
Yeah,
the
Looney
Jetsons, the
Tunes.
movies. Come on.
Looney Tunes is all Universal, but they have not done nothing with them.
There's a movie coming out.
Right.
I know this.
There's movies, but there's not
I
rights.
know.
Why don't they just create an area just for Looney Tunes?
What about this? For a themed restaurant. Okay, go with me on that. How about this? How about this? Harry Potter Grand themed dining areas. That
Harry Potter will probably
that would be one of the big
franchise ones. Inside of the inside of
I got one.
Not only that, hopefully they even do it more than Disney and they say, hey, let's just create more rooms that are themed.
Mm-hmm. What if you
create something that is not out there yet, which is you've heard of boutique hotels, right?
Yeah. Yes,
where they have theming for each and every room. Why don't you do that at Seas? Disney does it a little bit here, there, but not very much.
Here's my idea for the rooms. You have one floor dedicated to Harry Potter. You have one floor dedicated to Burke. You have one floor dedicated to Nintendo. I mean, why not? You can use these IPs because you just added 5 lands into your park. Come on.
So that's my
thing. Use them.
Here's the question. Do you want the kids area to be themed to one of two things from Nintendo? That is either Dr. Seuss or Nintendo.
Both.
Could you imagine a Nintendo themed?
The kids won't ever leave. Literally. They will not leave.
Just like Disney, they would not ever leave.
I know it. But for the adults, though,
there's some things out there you could do.
There are a lot of good things.
Yeah, there's old IP. So I'm talking
Hanna-Barbera. Come on. Who does not love the Flintstones and the
Hanna-Barbera? Have a full-on Hanna-Barbera paid restaurant.
Bring the ride back to the ship. And I only rode that one time and I loved it because that was the only thing I wanted to do when I went to Universal on my senior class trip, which was do the Hanna-Barbera ride and do Back to the Future. I did both. I was happy.
Didn't get to do it.
You didn't get to do Back to the... Oh, my Lord.
I didn't get to do either one. I didn't get to do Back to the Future.
Man, they were great rides.
Or I did not get to do the Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, I love the Hanna-Barbera ride. You know what? Wait a minute. Bring that into over to the kids area.
Now, here's another thought.
Could do
Disney Universal already has a ride that they basically could take off of one of their parks and put it onto a ship, and it will work perfectly.
Wait a minute. I think I know which one you mean. Is it one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish?
It would be great to have that, but no, that's not the one I'm talking about.
Darn, which one?
Why not have it so it's a full-on roller coaster that is doing dragons?
Oh, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Not bad.
Velociraptor?
You know what? Jurassic Park is going to be huge too. So
Jurassic Park has been huge, but the one I was thinking of before those two,
you're going to need Popeye as well. Popeye and Olive Oyl.
Put a full-on roller coaster on there.
But what about a Marvel section? Because you're going to need Marvel too.
It would be old school Marvel, but it had to be only the ones that Universal owns.
But let me ask you this question now.
That would be Spider-Man, Hulk,
right?
DC. They could mix DC in with that.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
They have rights to that.
They do.
So
wait a minute.
Superman, the roller coaster.
Well, what about this? For the theme nights, they're going to need to do Halloween Horror Nights at sea. Now, that would be interesting. Yeah,
and you're going to have people that are cast members that are going to try to jump scare you in the middle of the ship.
Could you imagine that?
Oh, just make sure you don't try to jump over the edge of the ship, I guess. Man,
that too. But You can also have the Grinchmas too. Now, for
you
the
could have
theme
Grinchmas
dining,
also. Grinchmas. See, now
mm-hmm.
Disney did the right thing, in my opinion, and they had the wonderful Walt Disney and Roy Disney suites. Almost on every single ship, they have them.
Right.
I love that because of the history that they had behind that.
I understand that, but for Universal,
What if Universal did the same? Because the leader that was like Walt Disney was the one who bought out Oswald.
Yes.
Mr. 1950s. I know that.
Yes.
What was his name?
I don't know it,
but he was basically the first person to start Universal. It was not Universal when he bought it out.
It wasn't Warner Brothers, was it?
No, it was. He owned his own theater company.
Wait a minute, Richard. I just thought of a really cool idea for Universal. Okay, go with me. For a themed dining area. Okay, go with me on this. Some of the old movies from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And we are talking like Betty Davis, Joan Crawford. I mean, do that kind of stuff for the adults.
And weirdly, most, if not all, of the B movies that came out during that era are also all Universal. Mm-hmm. So you're talking about Swamp Thing. You're talking about Swamp Thing.
I'm talking about classics. I mean,
you're talking about Dracula.
Like
Dracula, he's Universal.
Right.
Frankenstein.
E.T. You have to do E.T. Ooh, an E.T. ride on the thing. Ooh, this would be really good. Let me think.
I could see an E.T. ride, but it would be one of the
E.T.
And they have some rides that are like that, where you're on a bicycle.
What about an E.T. themed restaurant, though?
I don't know.
I don't know what the theming would be for the restaurants.
Plus, I think it's going to be a ride, and then you're going to have E.T. phone home pointing a finger, and it's going to be
I'm in.
Little tiny water park thing that's on the ship. I'm in with that.
I'm in on that.
You know.
Wait a minute. Now. Could they also put in the Paddington?
Yes,
because I know
that's officially Universal, I think.
Which I'm actually surprised that when I saw the themes for the UK park was that Harry Potter was not mentioned in any of it, and I thought how interesting.
No.
But then I'm like, oh yeah, they already have a lot of that stuff already with the studio tours.
They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to because the rights to
the IP,
Harry Potter. It's kind of like it's kind of like the US where it's split for the Marvel. It's split if you're out of the US and you try to go UK, you cannot have Harry Potter.
I get it.
Because that is its own franchise in the United Kingdom.
Of course it is.
The backlot tour of that. Harry Potter,
Which I still want to do, by the way.
Yes.
At least once.
Yes, please do. Yes. I do want to do that.
I would love to do that. But, oh my gosh, what else could they put on this ship? Wait a minute. What if the suites were named after, and this is just a guess, Steven Spielberg? Come on.
Could, but he's done some Disney movies, weirdly.
He doesn't
sit.
You could do Back to the Future 2 and 3 with it.
Oh, you're going with the bad films?
You would have to do all 3 films, Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3.
Now, they could create the train ride on the ship.
They could.
For Harry Potter.
Yep. They could do that.
You know, where you get onto the train, it officially to the front of the ship.
Could you imagine these quizzes that they're going to be doing for like Harry Potter and stuff, possibly?
Now, could you imagine Harry Potter days?
I would be in
Harry Potter themed ship, and you
all the creatures, and I'd be like, "Good morning."
Now, another thing that that Universal does not touch, but they own also, is Lord of the Rings.
Now that would be a good one. Now, mind you, I am not a Lord of the Rings fan. I never was.
Why not have a restaurant themed to the Shire?
You know what? That would be smart. That would be kind of smart. I don't know.
Different. You know?
Different? What about what about a Hanna-Barbera restaurant? Plain and simple.
Right, that's what I want to. Because that would be, I'm sorry, but that would be kind of, if they do it kind of like Disney, where there's going to be a lot of restaurants that are going to be themed, but also come with the ship.
But they're going to need their
come with the payment that you're making on the to get into the ship. Because Disney does that.
They're going to need a good, because
Disney does that. They have 3 to 4 different restaurants.
They usually have 4.
Counted as free. You're basically buying them with the high price.
I thought it was 3. I thought that your rotation was 3 restaurants and then Palos Extra.
Yeah.
And they're going to need their version of them.
There's some that have 3. There's some that have 4.
Oh, really? Okay.
If you're looking at a bigger ship, it's going to have more options.
This is going to be interesting to see what they do with it, you know?
Now, are they going to do that? Or are they going to say, like, this is, wait a minute. We're thinking of, what was that restaurant that's Universal that is 50s themed? The Mel's?
Yes, Mel's at the drive-in. Very good food, by the way. I have eaten there.
Put that on the cruise ship.
Ooh, not a bad idea. You could do that. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait a minute. And they need to put Mythos in there. Because I love Mythos. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Mythos is good.
Mythos was so good. Richter's. They need to put in Richter's in there, too. That place is good. Wait a minute, Richard. How about this? Hard Rock Cafe on the ship. Come on now.
Broomsticks. The 3 broomsticks.
Yes.
Boar's
Wait
head.
a minute. How about this? The Toadstool at the cafe.
Yep.
With the Epic Universe. Well, you know what? Put some of the Epic Universe stuff in there.
Universe would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Starbucks, definitely. Oh, my Lord. If Starbucks was on there and you could use their app, oh, thank you very much. Leave me alone.
Starbucks is in both parks.
I know, but, you know.
It's in Universal and it's in Disney.
You can't use your app, which stinks. Why not? To get the stars. Ta-da!
Hit myself. Okay.
Anyway.
So I'm going to go with, we'll keep our topic of Universal. Hopefully, if I can find that one.
All right, let's go to Universal. Ooh, these look interesting.
Yoshi's Snack Island and Epic Universe.
Ooh, they look neat.
Aren't those neat? They have we heard about these. We did a review on them, but this is officially what they look like.
Yeah, now we know what they look like.
And the price, because they're going to be Yoshi's Snack Island.
Yep.
It's going to be right down here. Here's the menu. Red shell calzone or the green shell calzone.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. It sounds like that's neat. Okay, what else?
And then they also have Yoshi's smoothie, which has either a mango or a apple melon.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah,
the apple melon sounds good.
Apple melon. That would be the
green one.
Green one.
That would be the one I'd want.
I would go for the mango. I like mango.
Okay. I'm more of a melon type of person anyway.
Yeah.
What else they got?
So there's the price.
That's not bad.
Calzones.
That's not bad. $20 for lunch. Boom, done.
Yeah. Here's the calzones come in nice little packaging, which a lot of people
love that.
They're keeping them as souvenirs, really.
That's nice.
Someone has already been to Universal enough to collect about 30 of these, and they're making them into a dress.
How interesting. How interesting.
No comment. I'm not going to say anything, but I know Disney people are that strange also.
And what's wrong with that?
Wow. That's what they look like.
That looks great.
The contents of these shells are somewhat different. Do you appreciate, however, that they both come in a unique yellow wrappers with Yoshi on the front?
Yeah.
The front half of the wrapper is transparent, so it looks like Yoshi is in the process eating the shell.
Yes, as he does in the games.
Yep, and those shells look just about like that.
They do.
Little bread thing with the little toast thing.
I think it looks great. Oh my goodness!
The red shell is filled with what is described as mozzarella cheese and Italian meat sauce.
Okay.
The red exterior of the calzone was extremely crunchy.
Good.
And the reporter joked that this felt like eating an actual shell because it was so hard. It sounds delicious, but it could put off some people. If you don't like crunchy things.
I don't mind crunchy.
I don't like crunchy.
Interesting.
Texture made it even more strange because while the red part is very hard, the white dough on the bottom was so gooey, it almost felt undone.
Ooh, that's a little.
Yeah,
that's a little worrisome.
It's a pod, is what it is.
Yeah.
There's the wonderful mixture. It kind of looks like, to me, it looks like the hamburger with the cheese that you always have in those bao buns.
Yep,
that's what it looks like.
Yep, it looks good actually.
It has a little spice kick in the center. It is not mentioned on the menu, so be wary if this is you're extremely averse to heat.
Yeah.
I probably won't have the red one. The filling tastes like a general pre-made meatballs and a basic tomato sauce.
I got it.
Very little cheese.
Got it.
Excellent presentation. Saves us snacks by a point, but we still have a pretty low ranking point for them.
I get it. It feels like it's undone. That's not good either.
Yeah, exactly. The green shell calzone is filled with Italian sausage, marinara, and vegan mozzarella cheese.
Oh, well, that sounds interesting too.
But it doesn't look like it. It looks almost like applesauce to me.
I'm not gonna say what I think it looks like because
it looks like gravy with meat with Italian sausage in it.
And I know what Italian sausage
would I want something like that inside of a calzone? No. I
know what Italian sausage looks like. I know what it tastes like, and it's delicious.
It can't be very good. It's just the texture and the look of it.
I'm not sure.
Sorry, it's like a mixture between gravy and applesauce.
Do you really want to know what? All right, take
Doesn't
a guess.
It look like applesauce?
No, it doesn't. And I don't even want to say what it looks like in my mind because
it looks like
gross people out.
Yeah, that's true. You can go that way.
Drift.
But you know what it also looks like, and I just not thought of this.
What?
It looks like baby food.
I hate to say it, but you're right. It does. It really does.
It has a vegan cheese. It has
vegan cheese. I have
is plant-based. Vegan sausage, marinara sauce, and vegan cheese. A very, very hard colored top and the overly soft, doughy bottom. Very similar to a store-bought pizza roll, they said.
I get the point. You don't have to say
So this is far heavier on the cheese with very little sauce. That's very good. Our vegan reporter said this was an okay snack, though they wish there was more balanced cheese to sauce ratio. Non-vegan reporters said that this tasted far too much like a raw vegan cheese and called the filling gross.
Well,
I don't know if I would eat these.
Me neither.
I don't know if I would eat either of these. Let's skim past them.
Now that I'm reading this, it's like,
let's go with the smoothies. Something more safer.
Yeah, a lot more safe. In my
mango puree and syrup, frozen with milk, topped with whipped cream, mango syrup, and diced mango is the mango.
Okay. I want to know what the green one's made out of, because now you see, according to these people, now mind you guys, these are not our reviews; these are their reviews. By the way,
their reviews, but they seem to be pretty accurate on if you try something after they tell you it's bad,
which I like, because
they're pretty accurate on their reporting.
Tell me whether it's a yes, a no, or a
maybe.
No way.
No or pass. The mango was very tart, but it also tasted a little bit artificial.
Okay, I get that.
The abundance of sugar makes us think it would be a hit with children, but we wouldn't seek it out unless we happen to be nearby. And that's for the mango.
Yeah.
Here's your green apple.
That's the one I want to try.
Green apple and honeydew melon syrup, frozen with milk, topped with whipped cream, honeydew melon syrup, and a mint sprig.
Yes, now, mind you, I love mint a lot.
Yes, and it's very, very little mint, it looks like.
Ooh. So what's going to overpower what first? That's my thing with this.
Probably it would matter if it tastes
chemical. They like this one.
The green version apples is melon flavored and apple. Confirmed it tastes just like a Japanese melon Fanta.
I know what that means. Yes, it's melon.
Yeah.
Melon Fanta over there is huge.
Yeah, unlike the mango, it has no artificial aftertaste and balanced just right about the sweetness.
That's good.
One of the best beverages in Super Nintendo world and probably universal.
That would be me. I would be getting this one.
Yeah.
See, now that I'm looking at the shelf, I don't know. I honestly
would not get the drink. I would not eat the food, but I would probably get a drink.
I would get the drink, definitely.
Yeah. Especially very, very hot day when you need something
more absolutely
soft drink, you know.
Quick.
If you need something icy, something like that has a frozen milk on it, that's the thing.
Absolutely.
That's the thing right there. So we can hop on over to Disney, I think, now.
All right.
Just telling everyone, if I get cut off, it's
welcome in.
If I get cut off, it's because my cell phone is very low on battery, but it has to have the Wi-Fi.
I get the point.
If I get cut off, it's because my Wi-Fi got turned off on my cell phone. But
here's the thing. I can't end the stream. You have to do it. That's the kicker. So we need to do.
Let's zoom through this. I'm hoping I can make it.
Question. What is your phone battery at right now, literally? Do you have it on low battery power?
Oh, I could put it on low battery.
Hi, Debbie. Welcome in. Good to see you. Check your battery power and make sure it's on low battery, because if we have to do a very famous speed round of this stuff, we can do that. That's not a problem. Hi.
Yeah.
What's your phone battery power at? Because here's the thing. I can't end the stream. You have to do it.
It's at 18.
Can we do that? All right.
It went into the red. Yeah.
How many articles do we have?
4.
Can we do it? Well,
we can do it quick. We can do it quick. Let's see how quick we can do this.
Okay. Watch this, guys. Okay, we are literally gonna be like speeding through it.
It's a speed round.
Speed round.
Let's go with Disney.
All right, go fast.
Your New Disney Springs cupcake selections in June.
Ooh, nice.
Yep, that one's filled. Has probably pineapple in it.
Yep, it looks like something.
Pineapple upside.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, so I can't do anything because he has to end the stream. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be crazy. Okay. Yeah. I can't do anything, guys. I really can't do anything because he has to end the stream and I can't do it. I literally can't do it. This is gonna be hilarious because I can't do anything. I really can't do anything. Hi,
I'm back. Oh gosh.
Okay. German chocolate cake, yum.
Pineapple upside down cake.
Okay, no thank you. I'll pass. Next.
Buttercream frosting. This one has
that one I would get.
German chocolate days, decadent, indulgent, black and lined time. Enjoy light chocolate cake topped with fresh coconut, crunchy pecans, gooey caramel. Yes, it looks good.
Oh my gosh, yes. Lemon meringue. Yeah.
Lemon meringue.
That looks good. I love lemon.
With
anyway.
a marshmallow top.
That's fine.
Love it. Okay, cookies and
cream.
With a Oreo on top of it.
Yum, yum. Keep going.
Peanut butter chocolate chip.
Yes, please, keep going.
Yeah.
Those look good.
Yeah, they all look pretty good. I know that this is coming from Sprinkles, if anyone is wondering.
I was going to ask you where this was coming from.
Yeah, that has to be
I've never been to Sprinkles.
Those unique flavors.
I gotta get over there. But the only time
they don't really have that much. Stand. They have a you choose. It's a really cool item. It's on the back end of the bowling alley. Very back end. You go back there, and it is one of the things where you can buy cupcake.
That's the vending machine.
From a vending machine. Yes.
That's the coolest thing. I need to go over to the one in New York.
I've done it once before in Disney World, and I loved it. I could not get enough of that cupcake.
Okay.
Yes. So
what's next?
Zooming through that.
What's next?
Let's go with
we gotta go
a few ones that'll be quicker, I think.
Okay.
This one will be quicker. It's only one item.
Okay,
Moana inspired coconut pineapple kookaburra sorbet.
I thought we already did this. We already did this already.
You did?
We did. I think. Oh, maybe not. I don't remember. Anyways.
Coconut pineapple sorbet in a coconut shell.
Interesting. I'm not a pineapple fan, but I like what it's in.
Yeah.
I might try it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's coconut pineapple sorbet. Yeah. It's a little mixture, and it has official coconut on it. Top.
It's very cool. Okay.
It looks really cool. It's a collector item. You can collect and say you got this from Epcot.
Nice.
There's no emblem. There's nothing on it. It is a coconut shell.
Nice.
A lot of people loving it.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Okay, next one.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, Debbie's getting overwhelmed over here.
I know. Sorry, guys, but
let's go with this one.
Speed round.
It came out, and these are for Disneyland and Disney World. Lilo and Stitch menu items.
Oh.
It does not say the prices of these because but they should already be out by now.
Ooh, peanut butter French toast. Now that sounds interesting.
Peanut butter French toast at the Kona Cafe with peanut butter sauce.
I'm in.
Stitch dome cake at Kona Island, which is a confetti cake with mint chocolate chip filling and a fondant decor.
I would totally eat that.
And then Stitch petite cake at Emirates Patisserie through June 30th. A layer vanilla chiffon soaked with orange simple syrup, passion fruit curd, guava jam, and pineapple mousse. I would get the third one.
Only thing I don't like pineapple.
Look how beautiful that looks.
Though. I like it.
Look how beautiful that looks. It's a sandcastle. It's a sandcastle.
I know. What a cool design. Okay, what do we got next?
Okay, next one. Cute and fluffy at the Dockside Dinner through June 30th. I think that's this.
That's what I think it is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is a vanilla coconut milkshake swirled with UB marshmallow cream, topped with whipped cream and Stitch-inspired white decoration.
It's a non-alcoholic beverage. Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
And Experiment 626 pudding at ABC Commentary at the Backlot Tour through June 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Star Blue Raspberry Pudding with Ubi Passion Fruit Strudel, blue pineapple whipped cream topped with a flower. There he is.
The middle.
That is the middle.
It's beautiful. Look at that.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It's wonderful.
Okay,
and then Surfing Stitch Float at Anti-Gravities. That's going to be Disney.
It's going to be Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. Dole Whip Pineapple Float with Powerade Mountain Berry Blast topped with chocolate decor.
Now, this sounds interesting. I would totally try it.
I would eat it.
Yes. I would.
Get out of there.
All right. So, what do we got? What else?
I believe these are alcoholic. This is a Hawaiian roller coaster ride at Walt Disney World through June 30th. It has Dole pineapple juice, white cranberry juice, a splash of blue curacao syrup topped with a flower. That is on that.
And it's non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic.
I like that. Keep going.
It looks really good.
It looks
it's a
collector, I like the presentation.
It's a collector cup too. Very small one, but.
And me. Okay, next.
Strawberry pineapple smoothie. It's at Galactic Grill for late night dining through August 17th. Strawberry flavored smoothie with pineapple coconut cream slush, garnished with a pineapple wedge.
Non-alcoholic.
It's also available with a glow cube.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice option. What else we got?
Ooh, food. Hawaiian chicken tenders and fries at Galactic Grill. Late night dining through August 17th. Chicken tenders tossed in a Hawaiian-inspired barbecue sauce, garnished with green onions and served with French fries.
Now, this I would totally get. I would totally get this. Thank you very much.
Yes, I would like that.
Yum, yum, yum. I love fries.
Galactic Grill through August 17th. Layers of pineapple sponge, crushed caramel pineapple, and pineapple mousse with a glitter glazed dome of vanilla chutney in a brown sugar crumble topped with a Stitch chocolate decor. It has a lot going for it, but it might be too much.
No, thank you, because I'm not a pineapple person. What's next?
It's a lot of a mixture of different.
It is.
Oh, here's
that. This I've heard is very, very popular right now.
Very, very popular. Mm-hmm. That is a Scrump / Stitch popcorn bucket.
It's actually the sipper, I think.
That's a sipper?
I think.
Yes, that's a sipper. Announcement that includes a photo of a new Stitch and Scrump will be available exclusively at Disneyland Resort only, not Disney World. No additional details for the sipper, such as the price of the locations, were included at the post. I can talk really fast if I really want to.
Yeah, I know, me too. Let's go to the next one fast.
The last one. Let's do this.
All right. What do we got? And then I'm going to ask you. What's battery's left in the phone? All right. What do we got?
Pass holder exclusive treats.
Nice.
Mine might be the longest. Coming to Walt Disney World for VIP pass holder summer days.
Nice. Okay. What do we got? Ooh.
Yeah. We got this little guy right up here.
That
is the 80s ice cream float. Blue raspberry slush, vanilla ice cream topped with a blue curacao syrup, boba pearls, and blue cotton candy. That's not it.
Sounds interesting.
Can't be it. There it is. Scoop of pecan ice cream topped with red sugar and chocolate horns, served with lavender waffle cones and green sugar. That sounds more like it.
That doesn't even look. I don't even know. Oh boy. Oh my goodness.
But first, let's go with Joffrey's because they had debuted a whole new item list.
Really? Let's see what this is.
Caramel Dreams Cold Brew, only at Magic Kingdom. This beverage features a dreamy blend of shaken Jamaican cold brew, a shot of espresso caramel sauce, dark chocolate, cream. It's topped with whipped cream and a caramel sauce.
Nice.
That is on probably the left. It looks like caramel on it.
Okay.
Or it could be second to the right. I have
no idea. Let's keep going.
Okay. Heats of Paris cold brew, only at Epcot, inspired by Remy's. This beverage features a Parisian blend of French roast and cold brew and your choice of milk, vanilla, and hazelnut syrup, and is topped with whipped cream.
Very nice.
Under the Sea Salt Caramel Latte. Inspired by The Little Mermaid. It's only at Hollywood Studios.
Interesting.
Musical adventure. This beverage features espresso, your choice of milk, and sea salt caramel toffee pieces. It's topped with whipped cream and purple sprinkles. That has to be that second one over here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the one that has some kind of cookies on top.
I have no idea.
Or is that Cheerios?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's Cheerios with M&Ms.
Oh boy. Lord.
Oh boy. Jumbo Cocoa Freeze.
That's the one at
Animal Kingdom. It features a frosty blend of hot cocoa by Joffrey's, milk, cinnamon syrup. It's topped with whipped cream and chocolate powder.
Interesting.
It's probably on the right.
Might be. Okay. What's the last one?
The last one, the one that I was looking at, inspired by the season. This beverage is only at Disney Springs. Features espresso, milk, honey, vanilla syrup, topped with whipped cream, honey graham cracker crumbs.
Now that looks delicious.
It's on the left. I do not know what this third one is.
Okay. All right. What do we got next?
Drive through these. That's it.
That's it. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You think that was fast enough?
All right. Now I gotta ask you.
Speed rounds.
So, how much is left on your phone?
Oh, on that?
Uh-huh.
I would only have the chicken strips for the whole meal that we talked about, the whole thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And maybe a nice slushie from Yoshi.
Maybe a nice beverage for me.
And maybe
Debbie.
Maybe a nice Joffrey's. They did entice me in some of it. I don't know.
I've never had Joffrey's, so
I'm going to go towards Joffrey's. And one of them did not have coffee in it. It was cold brew, not cold brew, but it was hot chocolate.
Yes.
Which is the one from
that's fine with me.
Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Animal Kingdom it is.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. That's a maybe on my menu.
Yes.
But those chicken tenders look delicious. I'm in. Okay, so how much battery is left in your phone? Seriously.
Desserts, I would have quite a few of those.
Definitely,
they all look pretty good. Maybe one of those sprinkle cupcakes.
Me too. Me too.
Please tell me I have live.
You're live.
14%.
Hey, we did pretty good.
4%. That's halfway decent.
That's good. That's not bad.
Okay. I'm going to have to go.
Okay.
That way I can somehow get into my room.
Good idea.
Because I have to use my cell phone to unlock the door.
Oh, I get the point.
I'll see you guys.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
Fantastic food review.
Yes. Good reviews. Like, comment,
maybe on my yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll charge my phone. We'll see how well that goes. I'll see you guys, everyone.
All right, bye, guys.